Hello, everyone, and welcome to RPG Limit Break, and welcome in to Game 2 of our Best of 3 semifinal matchup in the 2021 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Summer Tournament between Smashy and Thilotilo. Alongside LOZ Cards Fan 23, I'm Ferran Burgundy. We'll be bringing the action here to you tonight, and yeah, you know if Cards and I are in the booth, you know it's going to be both a good time and a big event for sure.
Yeah, no question about it there. We've got game number 2 between the number 7 seed Smashy and the number 14 seed Thilotilo. And right now, it is Thilotilo who is up 1-0 on Smashy. So, if he wins tonight, he will advance to the Grand Championship to take on Brian Williams, the number 8 seed. So, there is a lot on the line in this game.
There most certainly is. It's bittersweet because we're coming close to the end, and people have been enjoying all the matchups here, but you also know that you're going to get some good times and then some. Now, most of you know, but for those who don't, the object of Dragon Warrior is for our racers to find and defeat the evil Dragonlord, and they'll need to collect certain key items to trade in for the Rainbow Drop, which will allow the runners to enter Charlock Castle, the home of the Dragonlord. We'll also be fighting enemies one at a time to gain experience and levels to get stronger, as well as gold to purchase weapons, armor, and items to help in their quest. And they can pass the remaining spins anytime during their turn if they have fear of the... Oh, wait, that's a different show.
I appreciate the game show reference nonetheless. But in any event, those 3 items, of course, would be the Staff of Rain, the Stones of Sunlight, and Erdrick's Token. Once we collect all 3, we will be able to go to a certain cave that is known as the Jerk Cave, where we'll pick up the Rainbow Drop to gain access into Charlock. But that's a long ways from now. Right now, it looks like we see that both of the runners are both going for the Strength HP build, and those are pretty gaudy numbers to start.
Gaudy is one way of putting them, and probably one that won't get us kicked off the air, so we'll go with that. But yes, they are in the red. That means that they are less than ideal for the start, and that means we're probably going to see our runners, once they set off here, hoping that they find some sort of a boost in the throne room, or they're going to be swinging at slimes and red slimes to start.
Yeah, that's right, because as you know, we always have one magical key to start things off in the top chest so that they can get out of Tentagel Castle. With those other 2 chests, we could see a lot of goodies or a lot of junk.
Yeah, we don't want any junk or clunkers or anything of that nature. That's for sure. At least, well, for those who want a more efficient seed. For those who enjoy the Schadenfreude, you're kind of hoping for the worst start possible. And I know there are some in chat who enjoy that particular, the latter of the 2, we'll put it that way. And we look to be off here.
Indeed we are, as we get the spiel from our king. And we're going to open these chests. First we've got the Silver Harp, so already one of the items, and the Death Necklace. So, well, even though they're important items, that's not really going to be items that are going to help us start off.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is one of those bittersweet starts. For those who want the progression and things moving forward, you certainly have your wish here, but for those who want to see those levels coming up, as we have a cave here on Tilo's side to the north, and that is going to have a Spectre that won't tell us too much here, and, well, tell us that he has hurt more.
Yeah, it's definitely not Tablet Cave, that is for sure. And Red Slimes with the DL2 breath. Oh my goodness, that's an early grinding enemy, and we see that. Oh boy.
Both nice and not so nice on Smashy's side, and just that quickly, both of our runners having a death, and now Smashy gonna try to make his way up toward that cave, and now we see that they're outside of that initial zone, and Tilo now getting the bad news.
Yep, and bad news, because remember that Red Slimes have 3 HP. Smashy now into that same cave that Tilo was in, and I really don't know what that is.
Oh boy.
Sounds like it could be the Grave, though, just based on the way that Smashy was moving. But
yeah,
I personally need a light to find that out.
yeah, I think because Tilo went up and then down in those brief movements, and Smashy was able to move to the right and then went up. So I'm pretty confident that it's the Grave, but I've been wrong before many a time. And hey, we have our first experience on the board. Tilo taking out a slime.
Smashy already did pick up 4 points, but that was his first point on the board. Smashy going to go for this red slime again. 2 is not enough. And no breath, so a break there for Smashy. And he's going to be the first one to level 2. We'd like to see an attack boost to continue to grind on those red slimes. Let's see what we get. We've got 0, 2, 2, 1, and we've learned the spell of return. What a gross level that means. Red slimes are still a problem.
Thanks, game. Oh, wow. 25% DL2 breath, so just a little bit of Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes bad luck to start here.
But also 50% heal, so yeah, pretty nasty red slimes. There's a Wraith Knight, and 1 shot, 1 kill, Smashy back to start he goes. The Magic Drakey, Tilo can't handle that at this early stage of the game. This slime will get him level 2 as well.
At least the HP's out of the red.
Yep, we got 24 HP, a Droll Magi, that's way out of the realm of possibility. Do give 58 XP, could be a nice mid-tier enemy to grind on later once we have more resources.
Well, let's see here. Smashy making a break and getting broken by the Wraith Knight.
Yeah, he tried to go for that first chest here in the Grave, but that Wraith Knight just stopped him in his tracks, and he gets sent back to start yet again. Right now, Thilotilo, as long as he continues to grind, if Smashy continues to dig the Grave unsuccessfully, this could give Thilotilo a chance to maybe pull away slightly in the experience department. But it does look like Smashy's given up here. Berg's going to try to grind. Wolves, nothing doing for Smashy.
Yeah, not exactly the power to do that. I don't think you'll be able to survive a litany of coin flips just to do a little bit of damage and surviving 33 of them.
Not a chance. There's another slime, a red slime for Smashy, so he's got 8. Thilotilo up to 11. This would take him to 13. No breath, so he'll be good.
Yeah, they're both recognizing now that they just hit some unfortunate luck early. They're probably realizing that the early DL2 breath was just that 25% misfortunate luck.
Slimes have stop spell.
Oh no, I can't cast return in battle.
Whatever shall I do? Alright, Smashy gets another slime, and there's that stop spell again. How Thilotilo sees that same stop spell, and he's going to be a red slime away from level 3.
Yep, 17, the target number to get to level 3 in terms of experience. So, of course, we have a regular slime.
And so they're going to need 1 more will Tilo. Smashy's still a little bit away from level 3 himself, just a little behind. There's the red slime a little late. Can he get it down? He'll have the opportunity. And there it is. So level 3 first, belonging to Thilotilo. And let's take a look at the numbers. It's 5, 1, 2, 5, no spells, but now we can, at least take down red slimes in 1 shot, I would imagine. No?
More often than not, you can, your attack range is 2 to 4 hit points, so, again, a little bit of bad luck on Tilo's side, as Smashy gets 3 as well. Ew, Drolls with the DL2 breath as well.
Alright, so chalk up another enemy on the board that's got the DL2 breath. We've got Drolls and red slimes. There's a magician. Tilo trying to win the damage race against this magician. Down to 3 HP. Can he survive? It's down to 2. Is this enough? No, it's not enough. Ah, bad luck there for Tilo, and is denied the 8 XP.
Yeah, might have been a bit on the brazen side. As here we go. Well, we've got some gold. We have an herb, that should be helpful, and a dragon scale for a little bit of defense.
Yep, and Smashy will put on that dragon scale to get an additional 2 defensive points, which would come in handy down the line. Yeah, magicians have anywhere between 9 and 12 HP. Didn't look like they had anything nasty, but yeah, that was just very unfortunate there for Tilo.
Yeah, best case scenario, you're looking at going 5 rounds with the magician. Worst case scenario, you're looking at 12 rounds. Shout out to John Cena.
Red Slime, another one. He's up to 24. Next level's at 35.
So Tilo with a slight experience lead, Smashy with a little bit of a knowledge advantage, at least knowing what those 3 chests are up there.
Well, here comes another crack at the magician for Tilo. Starts with 2, then 3. There's 5. And 7. Ooh, magician for Smashy. There's 9. 11, and that's enough, and that's 8 points there for Tilo. 1 more point for the level. Smashy going after a magician as well. There's the level there for Thilotilo. Magician still on the field for Smashy. The numbers are 4 power, 1 speed, 2 HP, and 0 MP, no spells. Smashy hasn't quite gotten the magician down just yet, but there it is now. 8 points on the board for Smashy.
So at least with 15 strength, now with the magicians, you're looking at a 2 to 4 hit point damage range. So on average, you're looking at 4 rounds, 3 if you roll high on the higher end, and up to 6 if you roll on the lower end. So it's at least a little bit more efficient, but only a little.
And with the 15 red slimes now, we pretty much should be able to one-shot them. Smashy also picking up level 4. And there's a Magidrake. Teal's gonna go for it. 10 to 13 HP, 12 experience points on the line. That's 6.
Yeah, 2 to 4 damage. This is not a terrible play here.
That's 9, 12, and he's got it. That's 12 big points there for Tilo. There's another cave for Smashy we've got. I have no idea. Hello, Star Wyvern, and Star Wyvern says, "Get out of my chambers!" Looked like Swamp South.
Looks to be the case. And Tilo, last swing here, rolls max and still doesn't quite get enough.
Well, it was a good effort there. I mean, I don't blame Tilo to go after that. I mean, he was down on resources, without any herbs or healing spells or any towns to heal on. I mean, not really much you can do about it. I mean, you can't fault Tilo for trying. He was hoping would get the kill there, just not to be. Nevertheless, he has started to pull away, but as I say that, Smashy now within 1 Magidrake of Tilo.
This is just the early plan here, a nice slow grind, yep.
Alright, now Tilo at a nice total of XP. That red slime will put him 11 away. So if Tilo sees another one of those Magidrakes, he'll be there. Will put him within a single experience point from level 5.
82 the target number.
aggression is down. A Drakima now for Smashy for... Nope, that Drakima is too strong. 12 to 16 for 20 XP. But here is level 5 now for Tilo. The numbers. We've got 2 power, 6 agility, 4 HP, 2 MP, and we've learned sleep.
Sleep can be... sleep is a very underrated spell, especially at this point here where you've definitely got some less than desirable enemies. I mean,
like this Wraith Knight, he's going to
like
try.
This Wraith Knight,
Hey, there.
Sleep and run
the
away.
Opportunity. Yeah, here's the opportunity, Bergs, for Tilo to get to some of these chests. If he can get the sleeps off successfully, run away, grab the chest, and he'll have the same knowledge of Smashy. But trying it against the Blue Dragon, well, that's another story.
Yeah. See, at least in the case of the Wraith Knight, you're looking at about a 5 out of 16 resistance, so you've got a 2/3 likelihood, give or take, of hitting it. In the case of the Blue Dragon, it's a 15 out of 16 resistance, so you've got about a 6% chance.
Yeah, so your best bet is to try to run away with those kind of numbers, and no matter how you look at it, odds are not going to be in your favor. Smashy continues to do the grind. There's a Droll Magi. Good odds of putting it to sleep, and Tilo is successful.
Yeah, nowhere near in a position to be able to do any damage to it.
Thing is, I don't think Tilo knows about the DL2 breath because he just tried to run from it. There's the first chest. That'll be money. And then he'll get his herb. And he'll get his dragon scale, which he can put on and get that bonus 2 defensive points. So right now, in terms of exploration, they're about even. Smashy gaining some ground on the experience as Tilo is attempting to dive here. And there's a Spectre.
That might have... Okay, he's swinging at it here. This must be... Okay, yeah, that must be an intentional death warp.
I imagine that's a death warp. I think Tilo, with the 3 chests, is like, you know what, there's only 2 chests left. I'll go ahead and skip them for now. Go back to doing some either exploration or grinding again.
Well, kind of has to skip them. No key to get down there.
Well, yeah. With the exploration there, Smashy has taken the lead, 89 to 83. So right now, there's a pretty close race between these two.
They're both there at level 5, and not much looking great here, and they've got to get another... another 80, little less than 80 experience here, depending, but 165 the target number for level 6.
Tilo putting the Drakima to sleep. Gonna give it a shot here. 12 to 16 points. Problem is you're only doing singles, whereas the Drakimas are given bunches. But Tilo is gonna try.
Yeah, 1 to 2 HP of damage. Little brazen with the onesie-twosie, and here's Smashy getting into Garenham.
Let's see what we have in the shop. Half plate, full plate. Nothing much there.
Hand axe for 560, not a terrible and here we go. We've got the Spark Over Pile Search. The seed is validated.
Well, there's a second to Sparko Bridge there, too.
So Smashy, I think, just looking to take the taking the Death Warp here. Might try to... Oh, well, okay, there's a little bit of info. The standard fire breath from the Blue Dragon.
Nice. 20 points there for the Drakima. Tilo takes it down. Well played.
But yeah, you have to figure Smashy is going to consider going to the grave, trying to get that gold, and see if he can take at least 560 over to Garenham to pick up that hand axe and a big 15 additional attack.
Yeah, that hand axe definitely very, very, very tempting. And yeah, Smashy's going in. But getting ambushed by a Droll Magi doesn't help. That knocks him down to 14 HP. He'll continue to do the grind here. Sees another Drakima, and he's going to do it again. Maybe not the most efficient enemy, considering you're doing onesies and twosies, and they've got between 12 and 16. I mean, he does give 20 experience points, which is pretty good, but that's just going to buy Smashy some time.
See, now, chat noting here that maybe some purchasing of torches may not be a terrible idea, especially given that the attack is low and the odds, well... apparently never tell me the odds. Is Smashy... Oh, I thought he might go for a safety save here, but is instead going to traverse the desert and try to get down to Garanham.
He's taking a chance. I mean, if he gets ambushed by anything, I mean, he's going to lose that money. Meanwhile, Tilo down to 7 HP, and I don't know how close he is to taking down this Drakima, but that is going to be Smashy approaching Garanham with his hand axe money, and he's there. He's going to buy some goodies here in the tool shop first, some herbs. Tilo did manage to get down another Drakima there. That'll be a Death Warp, low on HP there. Still has 651 golds left, plenty of money to buy that hand axe. And he is, it looks like, yeah, he's going to buy the leather armor for 70, so a little bit of a boost in defense there.
Yep, 4 additional defense, that'll get him up to 20. Just to be able to withstand a little bit more damage from some of those.
Although I don't think it's going to be any match for an axe knight. They do have baby breath.
And seem to be using it a lot. So again, just a little bit more knowledge, but that 20 defense, I mean, that looks to put you... Now that, let's say, a Poltergeist or a Scorpion, I believe even a Druin when they're not doing DL2 breath, that changes the damage range on those, so they'll be taking no more than 4 hit points of damage from a melee. So a Drakima, though, not quite.
Look at that hand axe coming through big time for Smashy. 2 strikes, and it's down. That's a fast 20 points for him. And look at that one-shotting Magician, 8 points. He is going to just breeze past Teal in the experience department shortly. Well, a miss there for Tilo on the sleep spell there. So that's going to cost him. He's going to need to get lucky or he's going to be sent back to start. Another Drakima opportunity here for Smashy, which would put him in the experience point lead, but Tilo does get the Drakima down to get him within 3 of the level. This slime will put him within 2. But this Magician here is going to give Smashy the lead with the experience points. He's going to be the first one to level 6. So let's take a look at the numbers here for Smashy. For level 6, 1 power, 1 speed, no HP, 4 MP, and we've learned... heal! That's something at least, but the rest of the numbers, absolutely disgusting.
And it's unfortunate that we had it here on RPG Limit Break Live. That is disgusting indeed.
But probably to the delight of these viewers here on RPG Limit Break. But yeah, level 6, and these numbers are putrid. Look at Smash, he's going to go after this wolf with the sleep spell. That'd be 40 big points if he's successful.
You figure with the sleep spell, your odds are certainly greater. You're looking at a damage range of about 4 to 9 HP. And the wolf, they've got a great susceptibility as far as resisting the sleep. Only a 1 out of 16 chance of missing.
And Teal's going to pick up level 6 himself. He'll also get that heal spell. Yeah, Smashy's starting to pull away in the lead with the experience thanks to getting that hand axe in Garanham.
That has certainly been the gutsy play that has moved Smashy to a slight advantage at the moment. Now, looks like here comes some more sleep and swipe strats.
Seeing a 1-turn sleep, that's never any good. Now Teal knows about the swamp south. Will he try to get to the north side of the cave? Looks like he's going to give it a shot. And gets there without an encounter, but how far can he get on 19 HP? Maybe not very far with this Magic Wyvern. He's going to try to put it to sleep and escape, and is successful.
Good heads-up play. You saw it was... and of course, one step later, gets back attacked, gets the hurt spell from a Magiwyvern, so that's some good knowledge there.
Oh, there is a town! Can he get there? He's able to escape. Desert tiles have high encounter rates. No! It's another Magiwyvern. It's like, just where do you think you're going? There's the hurt, and he's still on the field. And is able to get there. Whoa, what do we got? It is Cantlin. Whoa!
The shopping mall of Alfgard. 3 different weapon and armor shops. And, well, in this case, armor shops, because there's nary a weapon to be found at that shop.
So we have a small shield and also the silver shield, as well as leather armor. But Teal's going to check the shops. Yeah. Now with that death necklace, do you think about selling it? There's chainmail for 300, a bamboo pole for 10, a club for 60. Could buy the club.
And the club's the best weapon that you have. It's
something at least.
Yeah, it's an additional 4 attack. So we have the leather armor and small shield as well for Tilo.
He may be going after that small shield now that he still has just enough money to make that purchase. No, he doesn't.
Just getting, I think that was just more of a reminder of, okay, what all do they sell here? Alright, silver shield, full plate, good to know.
I love what Tadaro said in chat. I'll take the club, the leather armor, the small shield, and put the rest on a gift certificate. Because once you buy a prize, it's yours to keep.
Yep, you don't want to hit those bankrupts, that's for sure.
Alright, meanwhile, some torch purchases.
Old Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, old school Wheel of Fortune for the win, no doubt about it. So, torch purchases for Tilo. I love the sound of this. Smashy looks like continuing to do some grinding here to get to level 7, which will be at 337 experience points. And doesn't look like Tilo will be able to do much more exploration with only 6. And that wizard will probably... he's able to escape with that 29 agility, but this Axe Knight, well, that's going to end his turn. But again, that's knowledge now Tilo has that Smashy doesn't at the moment.
I thought Smashy ran into an Axe Knight that had the fire breath.
Well, I was referring to the map, but yes, now Tilo knows.
Oh, okay.
Right. Any event, back to the wolves here for Smashy. Gets the crit, and down goes the wolf. Here's level 7 for Smashy. 1, 4, 1, 7, and we've learned Stop Spell. Man, these levels have been something else. No double digits anywhere. We're currently sitting on 19 strength. You know, we're at level 7. If we run into a metal slime, they still can't run away.
Oh, goodness.
And for those of you who may have not seen any part of this tournament, we had a change this season for the metal slimes and how they operate. If you have strength of less than 20, which both of these runners do right now, metal slimes will not run away from you, so you'll have the opportunity to get the experience points. But to kind of neutralize that effect, we've reduced the amount of experience points you get to 32 times the current level that you're on, still capped off at 255 when we reach level 8. So in Smashy's case, if he were to find a metal slime and take it down, that would be 224 points.
Well, I'm being told, and I'm double-checking it here, but I believe that they did agree to... Yes, they did. So they agreed to the Scared Metal Slimes flag as well as the Scaled Metal Slimes flag, so the strength will not matter in this case here. Yeah, as I'm looking at the flag set in the chat room, so they do have that lowercase L, which indicates the Scared Metal Slimes. So, not quite the advantage here. They want to keep it kind of even keel. So, you know, the odds of hitting a metal slime are a little less likely, but the benefit is still there.
Alrighty, so now we see Tilo. He's doing the same grinding now that Smashy's doing, but yeah, Smashy's definitely taking a lead. He's got 260, Smashy 468, just 132 points away. And Smashy loves seeing these wolves, but he's only got 4 HP left. Can he take it down? That's going to be a long shot, to say the least. 25 to 33. Ah, too bad. Wyvern now on the board for Smashy. Haven't seen those, and boy, do they hit hard, and Smashy wants no part of it, and that Wyvern says, you ain't going anywhere except back to the castle.
At the cost of half of your gold.
Well, it's not much gold. I mean, we've only seen the one chest in Garen's grave, and nothing really much else, so these deaths, not really detrimental in terms of the amount of gold that they lose. Yes, for those who don't know, anytime you take a death, you do lose half of your gold. But with as little gold as these runners have, it's pretty inconsequential, at least at this stage of the game.
It's a fair point.
We see another wolf for Smashy. Tilo continuing to grind on wolves, but it looks like he doesn't want any part of the wolves right now. Like, oh, he's got no MP. Okay, that makes sense. Uh-oh, Smashy running into a blue... He's able to escape with his 33 agility. Whoa.
Yep, every hit point counting here, healing up just those 4.
But wait, that blue dragon saying, just where do you think you're going? And there's 1 HP left!
See what I mean? Every hit point counts.
Absolutely it does. I mean, remember that, because Smashy, I believe, is in the swamp cave trying to escape it. There's a stone man. Yeah, put it to sleep. It's a miss! It's a miss! He's got 2 left! As you were saying, Burgundy, every HP counts. I mean, this is like that game show hosted by Bill Rafferty all over again.
I'm like thinking, wait, which one? I'm like, okay, not blockbusters, not card sharks, not real people.
Every second counts. Unfortunately, Smashy runs into an accident, can't get to Cantlin. Yep, that luck did run out for Smashy, so bad break there. Meanwhile, Tilo continued to do some grinding here, getting everything that he can just get his hands on. Dodge there from the Drakima there, down to 4 HP. Back-to-back dodges! And gonna have to use the herb there. I guess he was really dead set on wanting the voice. 3 dodges in a row!
Game, please.
Now, to be fair, they are very evasive compared to many of the other enemies in that game. It is a 6 out of 64 chance. There's level 7 for Tilo. I mean, it's a 3 out of 32 chance of a dodge, so multiply each of those numbers by 3, and those are your odds right there. Just very unlucky there for Tilo. It's about 1,000 to 1 long shot. Tilo now knows about Garenham if he can get there, and he does. That's huge, because Tilo needs to get back into this game and get that hand axe if he can. He's only got about half the money that he needs. We do see that there's a flame sword in this shop as well. If there is a gold grind, that could be a potential purchase for these runners.
Looking, doing some calculating.
I wonder if Tilo's considering selling that death necklace.
That's what I'm thinking, but would still be a couple of hundred gold short to do the. My guess was probably contemplating the hand axe and the half plate.
Oh, of course. Yeah, if he goes for the half plate, he would need an extremely high roll in the grave and not take a death. But he's going to go ahead and stay at the inn. Smashy, meanwhile, that's exactly 600 points. Since he matched the target, as we got 12,601, he can now play for a super jackpot of 12,000 gold.
And there we go. There's the selling of the death necklace and the purchase of the hand axe.
Yep, it's a gamble there for Tilo, so he has foregone the death necklace. He has sold it, got the hand axe to try to get back into this race, but it is a big gamble because if this turns out to be one of those high HP, low attack power seeds, Smashy with that death necklace, he's going to have a humongous advantage.
Oh, he's thinking about it. Nope, he's not. Okay. Torch strats on the Magi Wyvern. Okay. I think that's what Tilo's going for here. A little sleep and torch action.
So again, we need to dim the death necklace for Tilo, as he did sell that, and he's now got a hand axe. Same weapon as Smashy. Yeah.
Now Smashy going onto the other side of that swamp, and we have a cave.
But we have the AK-47, and he's going to put him to sleep. Do they have the Wombo combo? Well, they've got Chop.
We don't know yet.
Magician down for Smashy. Tilo looking for better enemies than a red slime. But that's all he's seeing at the moment. That red slime just wants to play, and Tilo's like, "Ah, to heck with it, I'm taking you down."
Now this is an interesting play for Smashy here, putting the Spectre to sleep. Decent attack range of 6 to 13, so it's 4 attacks on average.
Beautiful.
47 experience.
Yeah, he put him to sleep, didn't wake up, down in 4 attacks, and that's a big 47 points on his way to level 9, which is at 975.
Oh, accidentally cast heal. I think that was a miss menu.
Wanted to sleep instead. Yeah, this Droll Magi would be a big 58 points. Needs to get 33 to 44. Oh, Kaisha no Ichigeki!
Oh, nice crit.
Wow, huge 58 points. He's 230 points away from level 9.
Veilavi, that is the grave. Unless you meant, well, no, on Tilo's side, he's back at the starting castle.
So this is actually really, really good for Smashy. It looks like he has established himself a nice grinding spot here in the grave.
Yeah, Droll Magi, you're looking at 5 to 10 hit points of damage, so that's maybe 6 rounds, or 2 if you do the Kaisha no Jigeki, or the excellent move on the second one. Now, the Blue Dragons, they make things a little less fun.
Yeah, they've got Baby Breath, and Smashy will be sent back to start. Yeah, that's the one thing that's going to kind of put a damper on Smashy's spirits, is those Blue Dragons. But it depends on what the encounter rate of those are compared to the rest. I mean, it took a while before we saw a Blue Dragon, so maybe just a little bit of bad luck for Smashy, but I don't think it's going to stop him from going back. What? Who knows?
Now he sees some wyverns here, and they're not necessarily bad either. 5 to 11 on the attack range. So that was on the lower side for the first attack, and the second attack, and the third attack. Game. What is RNG? Come on now. Oh, there's the... Okay. Ask and ye shall receive.
Yep, the big crit there for Smashy. And here he goes again. Yeah, those wyverns worth 64 points, and Smashy's going to start to pull away here. And they're just staying asleep for Smashy, just not getting damaged at all. He keeps this up. He's going to be on level 9 at no time.
975, the target number. Metal Scorpion's not a bad play here either. You're doing 6 to 12 on those, so you'll usually two-shot them.
And a very respectable 31 experience points, so just 24 more experience points, and that will be the level. Wolflord, and he's going to go for it again. Wolflords have 28 to 37 HP, 52 experience points, certainly more than enough for the level.
You're doing about 7 to 14 damage on here, and there's a nice 13, and here comes level 9. Let's see what we get.
The numbers 16 power, 12 agility, 3 HP, 3 MP, and we have learned a whole bunch.
Oh boy.
Yep, they've got the jackpot. Hurt more, plus just a bit outside.
Now we're going to see that experience lead jump. So Tilo's going to want to get to level 9 ASAP. Obviously doesn't know that, but at the rate he's yeah, there's still... Now here comes the hurt more with the Axe Knights, and there's another big 130.
Yeah, he's at 1500, is at level 10, and he's going to get there very soon. Magic Wyverns, that's a guaranteed one-shot right there for another 83 points. And now a Rogue Scorpion doesn't have enough. Oh, runs into another Magic Wyvern and is ambushed. They do use hurt and not their attacks. Put it to sleep, connects it, needs to get through 2 more steps, and he's there. Welcome to Cantlin, Smashy. Now with 917 gold, make that now 817 gold. Well, they have heal and hurt, so kind of a nasty enemy there if you didn't have the hurt more spell. With the gold, I would imagine Smashy probably going to buy a small shield.
He's going to go with the chainmail here. All right.
Solid purchase. It's 300 minus the trade-in for the leather armor, and he will purchase that small shield. Right now, Smashy's starting to pull away, but oh boy, Blue Dragons, well...
Oh, does get away, though.
That's a big escape there. That'll allow Smashy to continue exploration here. But there's an AK-47. You go for the stop spell, connects on the stop spell.
Wow.
So now, if you can connect the double hurt more without getting chopped to death... Oh, they go for the sleep again. A wasted turn there for the AK-47. And it connects, and that's another big
172.
Huge 172. 60 more points for the level for Smashy. And this green dragon could one-shot it, but does get back attacked. So he has to get enough, or he probably will not make it. 61? No. Green Dragons have between 54 and 72, 135 experience points, 61. Less than a 50% chance that's enough, and Smashy doesn't beat the odds this time. Tilo has piled up a nice chunk of change. He's got 1,197 gold. He's at 672. He's at level 8, and he's going back to Garanham. going to buy the half plate. How about that?
Nice upgrade in defense.
Magician goes down for Smashy, and that's going to be good enough for level 10. Here come the digits. We got 4, 11 agility, 12 HP, 20 MP. That's huge.
I mean, that is 4 more Hurtmores.
Yep, we got 55 MP, 5 experience or 5 MP per usage of the Hurtmore, so we got 11 shots at it.
I see that chat asking for a recap from, apparently we are the dulcet-toned announcers here. You didn't miss much in some ways. All there was in the throne room was the silver harp and the death necklace, and not too far from the start, just north of Tanagil Castle, was the grave of Garen, which the top 3 chests had a dragon scale, harp, and some gold. Our runners did get Hurtmore at level 9, at least I should say our runner Smashy has. Tilo not quite there yet. There was a hand axe available in Garenham that our runners both got to. Smashy got to it first and has been taking advantage ever since.
I found it at some nice grind spots. He's up by about almost 1,100 points on Smashy here. Now, Tilo's going to try to take down this Wolf Lord. He needs a successful fight here. He needs to get something to get back to this match. Once he gets to Hurtmore, the afterburners will start to turn on for him, but will it be too late? I mean, when you're down over 1,000 this early in the game, those kind of leads can be very tough to come back from.
Yeah, probably the other node of the seed by level, 7, I think, there was 19 strength?
Yes, 19 strength before we got to level 8, where we got an additional 12. Next Knight down for Smashy, and there's a Wolf. Desirable enough that he doesn't need to use the Hurtmore spell. He's at 2,051. He's very close, 124 points away, minus that 40.
Yeah, at this point, the 66 attack, you're looking at a melee on a wolf of 12 to 25, so it's a pretty easy 2-shot unless you're unlucky. And by unlucky, I mean unless you're Burgundy.
Right. This wolf here for Smashy is going to be the level 11 coming up now. Here come the digits for Smashy. We've got 17 power, 4, 6, and 2. So the power's starting to come along, but I tell you what, that HP's still lacking at a meager 54 at level 11. And now, this leads me to believe, the way this is going now, Gwen, this is early, and things can change in the next few levels, Burgundy, but it's starting to look like Tilo's decision to sell the Death Necklace might have been an okay one.
Looks like no harm, no foul for the moment, as we have the harp trading cave. So that harp is going to be given to the old man there, and in the chest is the Staff of Rain. That is 1/3 of what is needed to access Charlock Castle, the home of the Dragonlord. The other 2 pieces, the Stones of Sunlight and Erdrick's Token, are still out at large.
But Smashy, with where he's sitting right now, he's going to do a lot of exploration. He's going to find a town here in the desert, but runs into a wizard and not able to escape. They've got hurt, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Ooh, gonna go for the stop spell?
Well, just going to try a stop spell anyway. And now just says, forget it.
Yeah, he wants to get to this town, but gets stopped by a stoneman. He's going to try to put it to sleep, and successful. So he'll be able to escape from that. Couple tiles, and we've got
Brecconary.
Well, at least Smash will be able to heal, and maybe there's a large shield here. What do you know?
And there was much rejoicing. Yay.
The bad luck there for Smashy. He's a meager 2 golds away from getting the broadsword, but he is more content on getting the defense boost rather than the offense boost, considering that he does have Hurtmore, so I can understand why Smashy would decline on the broadsword at this point.
Yeah, the 6 extra defense from the large shield, certainly helpful. Interesting that Smashy opted to hold off on going to the inn, and is perhaps going to rectify that as we speak.
This could come down to who finds Rimuldar first, because we have not found any magic keys. Tilo back into Garanham.
Yeah, we've already seen Cantlin. We've already seen Garanham. Both of those require keys. We've seen the Grave, which requires a key. So yeah, this might be one of those. Whoever finds Rimuldar first is not necessarily guaranteed to win, but is a huge favorite.
Smashy opting not to go after the 255 gold of the Gold Man. It's sometimes an enemy you might see contestants go after for a quick cash fix if they're very close to buying something, but they only give 6 XP. Having problems running away from the Sax 9, and his turn is over. Another town, and there's Rimuldar. All I had to do was talk about it, Burgundy, and the situation presents itself. And right now, the way this is lining up, we could very well see that rubber game. With 872 golds, he can purchase all the keys he could. 6 keys maximum he can carry.
All you need is 318, and definitely has more than that, as the least expensive keys are the most accessible as well. 53 gold here in Rimuldar versus 85 behind a locked door in Tantagel and 98 behind a locked door in Cantlin.
Here comes the 2 doors for 1 chest, and it's money. Well, he got a profit on those 2 keys. Meanwhile, Tilo continuing just needs to get 80 more experience points to get to level 9, and he'll get the hurt more.
Smashy not even checking the weapon or armor shop.
Well, he figures he doesn't need anything from those shops. I mean, he knows about the Silver Shield already in Cantlin, so I mean, if there is a gold grind in Tantagel Castle, he can always come back later if he needs it. But at this stage of the game, how late it is, we're almost 49 minutes in. Silver Shield probably off the table. They don't want to be grinding this late in the game.
Probably not. Although, I mean, I certainly could see Smashy encountering the mountain cave along the way here, death warping back to the castle, and if there's a grind there, why not? Go for it.
Meanwhile, Tilo does pick up level 9 and his Hurt More spell. So now he can finally do some things. Rogue Scorpion for Smashy should be able to take it down with this Hurt More. And connects. That's another 70 points. Smashy very close to level 12. We need to get to 3,000 points. 175.
And that Magic Wyvern is almost half of it.
Yeah, 83. Another Magic Wyvern. That'll put him very close. I'll put him with 9 points.
Now, good point from Up to NG in chat. There is that spike tile in the swamp cave that neither of our runners have checked, and with Hurtmore, if let's say an Axe Knight is there, oh man, that could have that could really move things. Well, hey, look at this level here, 9902, and another spell. Hurt.
Yep. Kind of obsolete now with the Hurtmore spell, but yeah, nice attack power and agility. The agility is now already in the green at 75, so that's a stat that would be good enough to go into Charlock, but the rest of the stats we're still a long ways off, and that HP still only at 54.
I guess Smashy looking for the Death Warp there, interestingly enough. I guess with the keys is now going to start checking out some of the unlocked options here.
Tilo getting very, very close. He's doing some grinding here. He's looking to get to level 10. He needs 167 more points. The chests now in the castle. We do have a gold grind in play. And there's the armor!
Oh!
There's wings. And finally, we've got more wings. So, Red Bull, some money, and the armor. That's a way to live if you're Erdrick.
Certainly keeps you fired up. Now, going to head on into the basement. We'll take a look at what's there.
Let's take a look and see what's behind the basement here. And it is not the jerk. Let's use a...
Uh-oh. We're going to use a nothing here.
Well, I don't know what it is.
And this is the mountain cave.
Okay. Mountain cave. That's a huge find for Smashy. There's 5 chests here, but blue dragons. Uh-oh.
There's gold down here, depending on where it's positioned. Might have a gold grind this way as well.
Certainly. There's a Drakima. You got a torch instead.
So that's on the first floor of the mountain cave. So now in the basement, there are 4 more chests. All accessible, no key blocks or anything.
Mountain cave considerably easier than a club. That's not a club, it's something else.
Looks to be a fairy water, I believe.
Oh boy,
oh,
the big stick. That is a
herb.
Yep, that is a humongous attack power boost for Smashy, and right now, Game 3 looking pretty likely at this point. It's not assured by any stretch, but this is looking really good for Smashy to force the decider.
And Smashy just able to muscle through the blue dragon for a huge 180 experience.
Right you are there, Burgundy. Tilo's found a nice grind spot just outside of Camlin. He's found a lot of Axe Knights, and this appears to be his grind spot. So you know what? He is trying to catch up in that experience race. Tilo, a Rogue Scorpion, that'll give him another 70 points. Smashy going back to Garenham now that he's got his keys well equipped. So this is going to be one of 3 things. This is either going to be Tablet Cave, Jerk Cave, or it's going to be the Freebie Cave. I'm going to call for Jerk Cave here.
There's the stones, we got a replacement key, and a bonus key as well.
So we're just a token away from being in grind and go mode. Do we have a jerk? Nope, it's the Freebie Cave! Wouldn't it be something if the token was in this chest?
Fighter's Ring. Fighter's Ring.
We'll take that. You put that on, that's an additional 2 attack power points. And he'll give up one of his Red Bulls to get it. And he'll put on that Fighter's Ring immediately, and there's the 2 bonus points. Magic Wyvern down. Smashy with the Axe Knight. 62 was enough. Smashy going back to the Swamp Cave, but first take down this Wyvern. Another 40 experience points for Tilo. He finds a Magic Wyvern. Wonder if Smashy's going to check the spike tile. Nope, he's not going to check the spike tile. He uses the outside spell. Wants to do more exploration. He might be checking to see if there are coordinates Burgundy because he is heading towards Cantlin.
It's entirely possible. The coordinates could either lead to the token or the fairy flute.
That is true. Those are the only 2 things left. Let's see. There are no coordinates tonight. Thou must go and fight. Coordinates out of play this evening, so that's one search tile. Cross it off. So we've got Coal, and we've also got Hawk's Nest. Neither that we have discovered yet. One of those two could have our Erdrick's token, or it might still be in one of those chests that we're missing. Wraith Knight down for Smashy. Axe Knight coming up for Tilo. Ooh, 61 was not enough. And they have Heal More, Burgundy!
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a long shot that your Hurt More is not going to be enough to take down an Axe Knight, because they have 51 to 67 HP, but yeah, that's quite annoying. And there's the Jerk Cave for Smashy. Needs to find the token, though. Look at the gold. Now going for the full plate does Thilotilo, so another boost in his defense right there. I mean, I certainly can't fault Tilo for making this purchase considering what he knows up to this point, but little does he know that Erdrick's armor is a lot closer than he realizes. So we can light up the full plate for Tilo on his side of the board as Smashy, continuing to do exploration, finds a whole bunch of swampland, which now he doesn't have to worry about with Erdrick's armor because he would have been taking 2 HP of damage for every step, but now he's completely immune to those steps, in addition to those electrified tiles that we saw in Charlock. Well, you do see him in Charlock, but I was talking about Cantlin. 15 HP of damage becomes 0. Then you also have the Heal Walk, 1 HP recovered. There's Charlock, by the way. And you also have reduced damage to the Hurt More spells. You have reduced damage to Dragon Breath, and also complete resistance to Stop spell.
This armor's pretty overpowered.
It really is, Burgundy. There's the level, and we saw 11 HP and 6 MP, but the strength was 0 that level. No attack power boost.
And Tilo working on some fairy water strats since we don't have the repel spell yet. He doesn't know that we get it at 13, as we see on Smashy's side.
Yep, that leaves us with Radiant and Heal More. All spells must be obtained by level 16, if not sooner. So naturally, we're going to see Heal More come up at level 16. We have to have Heal More to stand a chance against the Dragonlord, and we have a cave, and this must be Tablet.
Yeah, looking at the motion of Smashy, that looks to be the case.
Yeah, that was the last cave that we did not see yet, so all caves have now been accounted for, but not all towns. We still don't know where Coal is, nor do we know where Hawk's Nest is. One of those places could have Erdrick's token. Of course, we still have the flute in play, too. There's money.
Did we see the Rainbow Drop Cave?
We did. Yep, the Jerk Cave we did see. There's a town, but first, gotta find a way to escape from this stone man. Sleep connects. Teal now finds the Jerk Cave.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hawk's Nest for Smashy. Here we go. Now Teal knows about Charlock. There's an Axe Knight. Use the Hurt More. Gonna pick up the 130 points. Why not? Next level. 5,625 points. And the Spike Tile has another Axe Knight. What an enemy to see there. Well, didn't use the Heal More this time for Smashy, using the DL1 breath. I keep calling it that, but it's the baby breath. Do we have anything? Nothing. It's a Zonk, so that's 2 search tiles that have nothing. So could very well be in Coal, or it's somewhere else. Tilo's about to find the tablet cave himself. There he is. So we're now looking for Cole. Use the repel spell. Still has plenty of HP, but that's just a dead end. Tilo in tablet cave. Going to find his money, and Smashy goes back home and tries to do exploration elsewhere. Whoops! That was a mismenu there. He wanted to use outside, instead he used stop spell on absolutely nothing. Kill with the Star Wyvern encounter. Down to 5 HP. Just gonna use the hurt more to make sure it connects. He's got it.
Oh, chat. They're noting that the last 2 chests in Garen's grave haven't been checked, and Lavkian noted, "Wise from your grave."
Yep.
A little, yeah.
Altered beast.
Yeah, a little altered beast with some Mel Brooks thrown in as well. Marriage is what brings us together here today.
And Tilo opting not to go into Hawk's Nest because he only has 7 MP left. Doesn't know that there's an Axe Knight on the spike tile, but we certainly can't fault Tilo for backing out at this particular situation. Blue Dragon for Smashy. He's gonna try to take it down. He's got Erdrick's sword. Try to win a damage race.
And chat noting as well that, yeah, as far as the spots that have not been checked yet, the odds are more likely that Erdrick's token is in Garen's grave than it is in Cole.
Right, the odds dictate that they would be there. It's very rare that we see a 0 curse spelled seed with no search tiles in play, but that could be the case tonight. And yes, chat is right. Percentage play says that Garen's grave would have the better opportunity for the token than it would in Cole, but who knows?
That's why they play the game.
Exactly right. And Smashy using the repel. Tilo continue to do exploration here. I'm going to go back to Cantlin to heal up. Smashy gonna go for the wizard? Yeah, with the hurt spell, why not? Able to 2-shot it, get the 120 points, so well done there. Tilo gonna stock up on herbs here in Cantlin. Not able to 2-shot this time, but again, with that hurt spell, not gonna cost Smashy very much there. That's another 120 points. About 300 points away from the level. This Armor Knight would go towards a long way, but unfortunately when you get ambushed, they don't have Wombo Combo. Instead, they've got, like, the very, very, very beginner-friendly Wombo Combo. But,
wow, considering Smashy just died, I don't know how friendly it necessarily is.
Yeah, unfortunately, could not awaken from that sleep and is sent back to start. Meanwhile, Tilo has found the trade-in cave, so he'll be able to get the Staff of Rain right now. Kind of makes you wonder now, with that death, will Smashy go back? No, he's going to go back to the Swamp Cave. I was going to say, I was thinking maybe he goes back to the grave to see maybe if those chests do have the token, but opting not to go for that play. Smashy looks determined to believe that Cole is going to be the answer, and unfortunately, Tilo cannot escape from a wizard. He's sent back to start.
To answer the question in chat, no, Tilo has not gotten the Stones of Sunlight yet. Tilo has not found Rimuldar to be able to get keys.
He's got a lot of work to do to try to get back into this race. I mean, anything is still possible. I mean, that's why they play the races here. We've seen a lot of crazy comebacks here. We've seen a lot of nasty Charlocks that have made things really difficult. 11, 1, 14, and 1. So nice attack power and HP boon there for Smashy.
So level 14, your attack is pretty well there. Your HP, not quite.
Yeah, we're getting closer, as you can see that the attack power is in orange at 130. For the Dragonlord fight, knock off that 1, that's your base 30, and divide it by 2. So 15 would be the maximum, and 7 would be the minimum. You take the number in half and round it down. You don't round it up. So 7 to 15. So you're averaging 11, but the big problem is the HP and the MP. Even if we had enough HP, we can only cast Heal More 8 times. So even if we had enough HP, the math is not there at the moment.
Quite.
Tilo back to Cantlin to heal up and continue his search and grind. Smashy continuing to look for Cole in hopes that he finds the token there. Armor Knight now for Tilo. Trying to connect on the stop spell and keeps missing. Oh boy. And does escape. Meanwhile, Smashy with the 58, not enough to take down the Axe Knight. Just gonna use the sword to finish it off. And Smashy has found Cole in the swamp. Is the token here, or is this another zonk? There it is! Smashy, his intuition was right. Rather than check the grave, he was looking for Cole. He finds it. The token is there. He's in grind and go mode. And barring a catastrophe, I think we're going to a third. So there is a curse belt somewhere in one of these chests. So if any of you were hoping for the 0 curse belt seed, you're out of luck tonight. Maybe next time. Smashy going after the Blue Dragon. That's another 180 points, and next level is at 7,500. Right now, Burgundy, with what we are seeing on the attack power side, we still only have 79 HP. This definitely does not look like a Death Necklace seed.
Yeah, I wouldn't bank on it, that's for sure.
Now, Tilo, again, for those of you who may have just joined us, did sell the Death Necklace earlier in order to get the hand axe and a large shield, and it looks like the move is not going to burn him in that aspect. The only problem is that Smashy is all over him in terms of both experience lead and exploration lead. So, like I said, barring a catastrophe, it is looking like we are going to see a game number 3 in this semifinal.
And should that be the case, that already looks to be scheduled for this coming Friday night, the 15th of October at 9 p.m. Eastern, so that would be a little under 47 hours from now.
Absolutely, and again, the winner of that, should it go to a third game, would face off against Brian Williams in the Grand Championship. Ooh, Werewolf's having stop spell, and Teal having a mess of a time trying to take it down, but does manage to take down the Werewolf for 95 points. Another Blue Dragon down. He is 425 points away. So Blue Dragon appears to be the enemy on the spike tile here in the Swamp Cave. Oh, Kaishino Ichigeki, 125, and one shot, one kill. Another Blue Dragon down. Two more of those will be the level there for Smashy.
And now Tilo has found Rimuldar and is probably feeling some kind of sick, realizing it's 72 and a half minutes into this seed. Just finding keys, that's usually not a good formula for victory.
Yeah, Tilo has to feel that he is behind. I mean, he is, but again, anything's still possible here in Dragon Warrior Randomizer, but he's going to need luck to fail on Smashy's side. But here comes level 15 for Smashy. Let's take a look at the numbers. 6, 5, 6, and we have learned not heal more. So we got to get to level 16.
Yep.
Right now, the attack power is in green, 136, so we are dealing now 9 to 18 damage with an average of 13.5. But again, HP and MP still lacking. Another excellent move, but that time it only rolled 72. That wasn't enough because Blue Dragons had between 74 and 98. But the one sword hit enough to take it down.
Chat noting that with the low HP being at 85, we'd be going to 16 even if Heal More was at level 15.
Yeah, no question about it, because, and another thing is, right now our defense is at 81. That means that the Dragonlord can punch for up to 50. We need to get to 86 if we want to get to within maximum DL2 breath range. Tilo now sees the Erdrick's armor. He gets his wings. He knows about a possible gold grind, but yeah, he's got to feel he's well behind at this point now that he has seen the discovery here in Tantagel Castle. Again, anything's still possible here. This is why they play the seeds, but Tilo is going to need a miracle. I mean, he has survived a few miracles in this tournament already. If you recall in the match against EMP Any Amount of Money, he needed to land a YOLO more on the Dragonlord in order to win. If he doesn't land that shot, he's not even here to begin with, because EMP would have ended up winning that seed. Then, I mean, in his quarterfinal match, he has survived a close one there. So, I mean, Thilotilo has had a great run.
Oh, most certainly. So, the luck certainly can be there, and should this go to a Game 3, which it's looking that way, I mean, we'll see if the luck continues to prevail, or if the proverbial clock strikes midnight for our various Cinderellas here.
Another Blue Dragon down. To get to the next level, we're looking for 9,750 points. So yeah, that experience lead has grown to close to 4,000 for Smashy. Tilo gets the torch here in the mountain cave. water for Tilo. Another blue dragon opportunity here for Smashy, who is currently about 700 points away. So 3 more blue dragons. That'll be the level for Smashy. And Tilo sees that it's empty, so looks like his work is done. I guess he got the stones. Or no, stones are in Cantlin. Or Garenham, excuse me, I beg your pardon. Garenham. So, yep, nothing there for Tilo. Does get the Erdrick sword, though.
Thank goodness for small favors.
Yeah, no question about it there. I mean, Tilo now finally has the goods, but time is not on his side right now. He needs to... Now he's going back to Garenham, so he'll be able to get the stones. Then he'll be able to get the fighter's ring from the freebie cave. And here comes level 16 for Smashy. 4 power, 2, 14 HP, 6 MP. We do learn heal more. The HP is there, but unfortunately the MP is not. Right now, we're looking at 9 heal mores, 10 to 20. That's an average of 15. 15 times 9. 135. Yeah, I mean, if you really had the Moxie, you could go for it on this, but I think we need another level.
Yeah, 11 swings. I mean, you're going to want to make sure that you have all of your resources going down with the 99 HP max. It's dicey. But yeah, the big if is if you can get down with all of your resources. It's doable, but just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. The dive is probably going to be more the challenge than the fight.
Tilo does get his fighter's ring, does put on the fighter's ring. He did also get his stones of sunlight from the Garenham treasury, so now he's just looking for the token. So he needs to find coal. If he can find coal fast and do the grind, and Smashy's dive to Charlock fails, Tilo might have a shot to get back into this one, but he's got to find coal ASAP.
There is the rainbow drop being placed here at the 79-minute mark.
All right, I always like to try to call the enemy on the spike tile in Charlock, and I'm gonna go for an enemy that we've not seen yet. Red dragons, please. Give me the fun police.
Just to really stick it in. Yeah, we've seen the other 5, haven't we?
Yep, we have. Yep, we've seen them all.
I think just because our runners haven't seen the fairy flute, well, now we've seen the red dragon, I'm going to go with a golem.
Yeah, our first appearance of the fun police. Yeah, golem's a good guess. I would have guessed that if we hadn't seen any red dragons, but all bets are off now. But yep, rather than run away, just going to go ahead and attack, get the 255 experience points, because even with 84 agility, as we all like to say, agility is just a number. Now, the defense that Smashy got in that last level was not insignificant. 82 defense means now Dragonlord can punch for a maximum of 49, and at 99 HP, we could survive 2 of them if he went back-to-back melee. More fun police action for Smashy. There's a werewolf for Smashy, Axe Knight for Tilo. We'll use the Hurtmore to get his points. Smashy's able to run away. It's kind of funny, Burgundy. The one time we're together in the commentary booth and we can't even play the 25,000 gold game because the pyramid's not in play, because the game knows.
The game absolutely knows.
Tilo, and remember, he never checked the spike tile in Hawksix, because the last time he was here, he was low on MP. Now, he's got much more MP, so he'll be able to take on whatever is there, which we know is an X-Knight. But he's going to see that the bad news is that that search tile is empty. Unfortunately for Smashy, he had to burn a heal more due to so many run fails, so his chances just went down dramatically.
Well, Smashy did have to use a heal more, so now it's a little dicier.
Yeah, he's going to have to roll above average rolls, and because you're not going to get doubles at 99 HP. He's going to have to hope that he gets high rolls. If he doesn't get high rolls, he will not win this fight, or he has to hope for low HP Dragonlord. The only enemy that we can damage break in, that we're getting defense broken, is wizards here with that 82 DP, and I don't think we've seen any wizards in this Charlock.
Not thus far.
Smashy has made it to the bottom. Star Wyvern. There's another Axe Knight. So Tilo now knows about the nothing that is there, so he's just going to grind on these Axe Knights until he runs out of HP. So we've seen one wizard in Charlock, that's it. Oh, we almost get to the spike tile, but first we have a green dragon to deal with. He's able to escape, and boom, an Axe Knight.
An Axe Knight. Okay.
So we had 2 out of 3 Axe Knights and 1 blue dragon as our spike tiles tonight. Next level, in case level 17 is needed, would be at 12,000 experience points. Smashy's 1330 away if this does not work out for him. But runs into a green dragon protecting its master, but Smashy's able to evade it. So here we go. Smashy says no, so let the fight begin. He's going to need all of his resources, and he needs the first strike. If he doesn't get the first strike, forget about this one. Stop spell hype, that's always good to see. But he wants maximum HP, but gets the hurt more instead. Just going to have to attack it now. Takes it down, it is critical. He must get the first strike here, and he does. Starting off with 19, good roll. He's going to have to heal more 42. It's so tempting, Bergs.
Yeah, it is, but now a minimum roll of 10.
Now he's in trouble. There's 29. And we got 45, so he's now rolling average, because again, 15's average, and he's averaged 15 so far. Back-to-back max 63. Back-to-back max breaths there. Alright, next attack. 16. 79. He rolls like this, he'll have a chance. But he's going to have to keep rolling like this. There's the max melee. Oh, another min roll. 89. See if Smashy might have to think about using the YOLO. 106. 2 heal mores left. Next attack, 19. That's 125. If he gets 2 good rolls, he could still pull this off. Yeah, he's not going to go for the swag more here, the YOLO more. 125, now 142, so he's got a prayer here. 157 is not enough! So the door opens slightly for Tilo. 158 or more is needed. So yeah, losing that heal more ended up costing Smashy there. Smashy's still in a comfortable position, Burgundy, but yeah, Smashy, knowing what Thilo's capable, has to be concerned at this point. He might be thinking that might have lost him the race, but again, little does he know, he still has the lead.
And a significant one at that. Smashy now replenishing the herbs and is more than likely going to dive again. Yes, level 17, 12,000 is the target number.
He's 1,330 points away. You know, he's run into some enemies that he attacked, you know, the red dragons and whatnot. He might want to consider maybe just going for the chip shot, finish off the level, then make that dive. We'll see how he decides to play this out. Beta Strep mentioning if DL2 has 158 HP, that'd be something. I mean, being 1 HP away from winning a match, that, like, never happens in tournaments.
Of course not.
Not gonna refer to exactly what I'm alluding to, but I will say that a certain commentator partner was in the booth for said race.
Mm-hmm.
There's a red dragon for 255. Now he's 1,075 points away. I mean, you gotta consider. I mean, that next level could just be enough to put Smashy over the top. I mean, he can do it with what he's got right now, but if he just gets that next level, he'd be in a much more comfortable position. And getting ambushed by a red dragon, well, he's gonna try to run.
Oh.
He does escape, but that's another herb he has to use.
Just every time you see one of those red dragons as you're making your way down here, it's just, uh-oh. And a run block from a golem? Oh, game.
And there's another golem. Is able to escape. Blue dragon for Thilo, doesn't want any part of it. Another red dragon. He's going to go ahead and chop it down. Again, that's 255 points. And again, you put that 255 on the board, that's going to put him 820 away from the next level. I mean, that's 5 blue dragons if he really wanted to go for the level. But again, he's dead set on trying to finish it right now.
We're hitting that point where the average seed is usually about 90 to 95 minutes. And given the caliber of both of our runners, every second that this goes past 90 minutes, you know that they're glancing over, waiting for a dot done from their opponent.
Absolutely. Here again, neither player seeing the dot done from each other. Right now, Smashy in position to force a decider. Game number 3. But there's another red dragon. That's just going to use up more of his herbs. They're still hitting hard, as you can see. Does not 3-shot it!
Oh, goodness.
Down to 14 HP. Smashy's in trouble again. He's now 565 away from the level. He's going to have to use another herb. He's down to 1 and runs into another one. And he can't escape. And there's the perfect bid.
And you have to figure now there might be a reassessment of maybe I should grind.
And look at this. Thilo has found coal. He's going to get his token, but is it going to be too little too late? That's 2 failed dives now for Smashy, which has bought him some time. I think Thilo, when he gets to level 16, he has to make the gamble.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if he has a more fortunate Charlock dive, he'll have an opportunity to steal this one. I mean, Tilo is no stranger to these kind of races, folks. So Tilo now has to find the Jerk Cave, get the Erdrick's token, the Stones of Sunlight, Staff of Rain exchanged for that Rainbow Drop so he can gain access to Charlock. And yep, Smashy now going to go back, grind on the Blue Dragons to finish off the level, and he's hoping that the resources are enough to put him over the finish line. Kite, you know what you got, Blue Dragon down. 2 to go. Tilo reaches level 15. He needs to get to level 16. And there is the Jerk. He'll get his Rainbow Drop. This next Blue Dragon will be enough for Smashy to get to level 17. Any decent stats, especially on the MP side, he's there. Very important level coming up for Smashy. Let's take a look at the numbers. We've got 1, 5, 0, 5, 24. Yeah, that is the insurance. That's the insurance. This one's going to be over, folks.
The MP is what was sought, and makes it an even 96, so now it's 12 heal mores on 11 attacks, so there's 2, maybe 3 heal mores to spare, making the trek down.
Yeah, now he can afford to use his heal mores. Even if he uses 1 or 2, he'll be in very good shape to lock up this race, provided he doesn't have another failed dive. Tilo is going back into Hawksness to grind on Axe Knights. He certainly can't fault him based on what he knows, because he never checked the spike tile, I don't believe, in the Swamp Cave, which had the Blue Dragons. So right now for Axe Knights, he's still 1,944 points away. So you're still looking at about 15 Axe Knights. And Smashy dies to an Armored Knight. He is sent back to start. So that's going to buy Tilo some more time. This one's not over yet, folks. And that's another thing we have to consider, is that Armor Knights are a Charlock enemy, and I don't even know if we saw any Armor Knights in Charlock. If those would have been there, this could have been far worse for Smashy. Ooh. Yeah, chat confirming that we didn't see either on the 2 dives that Smashy has made thus far. 1,424 more experience points for Tilo to get to level 16. He'll see the numbers, and he knows who he's up against in Smashy. I would imagine he has to gamble at this point. And, if it works out, great, he's moving on to the Grand Championship. But if not, hey, I still have another shot in Game 3.
Now we're just doing the dark navigation at this point.
And there's those red dragons, and now there's that agility is just a number coming into a play. That's 2 run fails in a row. That's 3 run fails in a row on 84 agility. Gonna have to use one of his heal mores, so he's down to 11. 4 in a row.
Goodness.
Finally able to escape from the Fun Police there, but that did cost him a lot of HP and one of his heal mores. There's a wizard. Haven't seen many of those. And a golem. He's able to escape. 644 more points, so 5 more Axe Knights will give Tilo level 16. His time is running out. Another red dragon for Smashy, and again, giving him fits. Does manage to escape on the second attempt. Three more Axe Knights for Teal will be the level. Alright, make it 2. Another red dragon, and again, having problems escaping. Again, on the second try, he's able to escape. Runs into a werewolf. And he can't escape from that. It's just stop spell, though, so
man.
Nothing lost. One more Axe Knight will be enough for Thilotilo to get level 16. Smashy has made it to the bottom floor. Still has 11 heal mores left, so he's still in really good position as Tilo sees his level 16. And not convinced that it's enough. He's going to go for level 17. That is your dagger right there. I can understand why Tilo would do this. He doesn't feel that he has enough resources, you know, with 9 heal mores and, you know, barely enough HP. I totally get the decision there by Thilotilo, but this is pretty much going to put this one to bed.
Yeah, I know that there was definitely some debate here in chat as to, do you go, do you not go? If it was short Charlock, it'd be a no-brainer to go, but that long trek down, you saw Smashy on a couple of occasions knew that there was that need.
Alright, so Smashy now back, this time with many more resources, has 11 heal mores at his disposal. He says no. Round 2 begin. Stop spell hype. There's 88. That's a hurt more. Smashy doesn't matter to him, so that's plenty. Down goes the Dragonlord. See if he gets the first strike this time. He does again. Starting off with 12. No double, unfortunately. Won't need it, though. Or shouldn't need it, I should say. There's 30. Alright, next attack, 16, 46. So he's above average right now. $59. Remember, 157 was not enough. There's 71. Now the rolls are starting to go a little below average for him. $89. So he's back to about average again. $104. Smashy in very good shape right now. Not quite guaranteed, but he's very close to being guaranteed. 117. $131. $141. At this point, he is guaranteed, even with min rolls across the board. He has 3 attacks left. There's 160. That wasn't enough! This one will guarantee, but he's going to use heal more just to be safe.
This is safety, yep. Smart plan.
So down goes the Dragonlord, gets the max roll at the end, finishes with 180! And Smashy, get your GGs out for Smashy, has won game number 2 and has forced a third and deciding game of this semifinal match.
Absolutely amazing. Official time is going to be 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 57 seconds.
Thilo 2 X Knights away from the level, but he probably now sees the bad news that he has lost this race and that he's going to have to win it in game number 3 on Friday. Thilo gets to level 17. He'll see the numbers, and we'll see if he decides to finish up the seed or decide to call it a night.
Casting Repel.
Does look like he's going to finish up this seed. And, you know, he's close enough, and he will get there with what he currently is right now at level 17. Put up a good effort tonight, but Smashy just better exploration, found a good grind spot mid-game where he was able to pull away and never look back, in spite of the fact that he had 2 failed dives in Charlock. I mean, those factors right there ended up being the difference for Smashy to pull off game number 2 and stay in the tournament for a spot in the Grand Championship if he can win on Friday. But Thilotilo wants to do the same thing to punch his ticket to the Grand Finals. But great match so far. Great series between Smashy and Thilotilo. For those wanting to see some extra Dragon Warrior Randomizer content, you got your wish. Game 3, Friday night.
You love to see it.
That Beta Strip pointing out a tat. Getting to Garanham first, yeah, was definitely key. You know, getting to Rimuldar, getting the keys that unlocked both Erdrick's armor and Erdrick's sword. Those things right there, those little things. Smashy finding them well before Thilo was able to, and that was the difference right there. And we do have our winner of game number 2, Smashy, here in the commentator's booth. GG, congratulations. You lived to fight another day. It wasn't easy, though, because Charlock was, you know, doing Charlock things, but you had quite the substantial lead that you were able to survive a couple of failed dives there because you had great exploration. You found a very good set of grind spots, you know, to get a huge experience point lead on Thilo, and that was enough for you to have the leeway you needed to finish this one off, and you have forced a third and deciding game in this semifinal match. How you feeling?
Yeah, I was figuring either the plays I made early, because getting that hand axe early helped a ton, that I went straight to keys. I feel like either those plays actually got me that big of an advantage, or Thilo was also getting brutalized by the Red Dragons. And from the sounds of it, it sounds more like the former instead of the latter.
Yeah, he hadn't seen many Red Dragons. That was not his problem. The problem is his choice of grinding. He decided to do most of his grinding near Tantagel Castle. You did some more exploration. Once you leveled up enough, you found a good zone, you know, with the Hurtmore spell. You found a good zone, the sleep spell as well, that had, Wolf Lords, it had Droll Magi's, Specters. So it was a good early grind spot for you, and that enabled you to pull into experience point lead, and then, you know, once you found some spike tiles, you know, you went to Swamp Cave to go for the blue dragons because they had, you know, baby breath, and it was a good exploration, good grinding. You had an experience point lead. It was about over 4,000 at one point, so even with the 2 failed dives in Charlock, you were right there, and had a chance on the first dive. You got to 157, but that wasn't enough, and it turns out 160 wasn't enough either. You used the heal more just to be safe. Next attack, of course, was guaranteed, but you ended up rolling 180 total. We'll find out what Dragonlord had once Thilotilo finishes up his run, but he is going to go ahead, and he's in Charlock right now. He's going to wrap this up, too.
Well, he might wrap this up. This Red Dragon trying to give him the business.
Oh, yeah, Red Dragons. Yeah, you had 4 failed runs in a row and on that final dive that cost you a heal more early. It turns out that was the only one you had to lose. He's already had to burn 2 heal mores. As we always say, agility is just a number, and Teal's like, the heck with it, I'm just going to take you down.
Yeah, on the first attempt, there was one dragon that I decided to try to run from, and it cost me, and I kicked, and I feel like I was going to be kicking myself hard for that one, because that one got a heal more, and it turned out that
Yes.
Like, I've already put down the comment in race time GG, but 141 was not winning this race if this was like a 5-person race or bigger.
No. I mean, one of the things that really hurt you, you did have to lose one of those heal mores on the first step, but another thing that hurt you was you didn't have enough herbs to assure yourself a double if you got the first strike. You did get the first strike on the Dragonlord, but unfortunately not enough HP left in the tank to get the double, and that ended up being crucial because, again, 157, I mean, it's about a coin flip. It's about a 50-50 chance that's going to be enough to win the fight, but tonight wasn't enough.
Yeah, I felt like I was feeling a bit pressure, and I felt like I just had to go for it, and I knew I was rolling really well, I just didn't have the attacks in the end. But hey, I play aggressively, and sometimes it bites me. I know it bit me yesterday when I just tried to explore, and oh, I'm just gonna die all over the place and have 10 more deaths, and, well, yeah. But...
And here's another thing. I mean, Tilo had fewer deaths than you did, 9 to 17, as we can see. But again, that exploration, finding the grind spot, those are the 2 things that enabled you to gain an edge on this particular game. I mean, you made the proper adjustments after what happened to you in game number 1. You've tied up the Smash as Tilo's now in the tile. He's taken down the Axe Knight. Still has 10 heal mores left, so he's in good shape to finish up this fight. He'll use one of his herbs, and away we go to the Dragonlord fight. So we'll watch Thilotilo wrap this up, and then we'll continue to have the interview with you, Smashy.
I'm just wondering, did Thilotilo get an early hand axe? Because I think that's what kind of started.
No, it took him... Speaking of the hand axe, he actually went ahead. He sold his death necklace so he could buy a hand axe since, money was quite scarce for him. And turns out it didn't matter. We did not need the death necklace, because you can see with the numbers, only 104 HP with the 141 attack.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that, and yeah... Okay, now I'm kind of kicking myself, but...
Tilo gets the first strike, but he won't get the opening double. It starts with the min roll 10. And he needs at least 161 to win the fight. Next roll is 15, average for 25. And doubles are going to be extremely rare with an 104 HP. We got melee for 49, 44, gets a breath. If that he could have been double 49 and he would have been sent back. There's 62, so he's rolling above average right now.
I feel like this should be free, but...
Should be free. 77.
I mean, if he keeps rolling like this, it is free. Because I just saw the 18 there.
Yeah, the math would be there if he continues to roll average. Next roll, there's 14, is at 91, still right on target. There's a good roll.
Well, you see, Math Girl, I'm a racer. I'm not actually a commentator, so I can't commentate or curse him.
And 13 for 121. He's still at average. 3 heal mores left. There's a good roll, 139. And he's going to be guaranteed too, even if it goes min. 150. Next roll could be enough. If he gets 15 or more, he's in there. And 170, that is more than enough. Get your GGs out for Thilotilo. A valiant effort. Tried to make the comeback happen, but just not enough. And there it is. 163 was the magic number tonight. And speaking of 163, Sadly, we didn't get any game number 163s in the MLB season because the Yankees and Red Sox had to spoil it. So a difference of less than 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 38 seconds to be exact. So Thilotilo and Smashy, we will see you guys in game number 3 Friday night. We'll see if we can get Thilotilo here for an interview.
I thought it was Saturday night.
The 15th would be Friday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, we got it scheduled at Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. No channel listed at this time. We could have it here on RPG Limit Break. You never know.
Okay, yeah, I misread.
It happens. Numbers are hard. That's why we generally try not to math and stream at the same time.
Right. I always tell people that as good as I am with math, one of the games playing, Legend of Zelda makes people who are good at math look like fools trying to count to 10.
With the bomb count that I never knew how to...
Exactly. Yep. All right, we do have our runner-up, Thilotilo, here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, a valiant effort from you tonight, but it came up just a little bit short. The big thing that...
Yeah, let me guess. Smashy found Garaham about 20 minutes before I did, sold his death necklace for a hand axe that was able to get off the ground a lot faster.
Didn't even need to sell the death necklace, but yes, he did find Garaham first. He did get the hand axe first. Yes, and it turns out you didn't need the death necklace tonight because our HP was pretty fragile, 104 HP at level 17. So it ended up being a good move on your part to get the hand axe because you had found Garaham and you were short on cash. But no, Smashy did get the money. He had found Garaham. He went back to Garen's grave to open up another gold chest, then come back, then buy the hand axe at that point. That was his play. But yeah.
I gotcha. But yeah, as soon as I saw Garaham, I said, okay, because we have the death necklace, that means Smashy got here with at least some means of obtaining the hand axe. And the amount of time I spent, trying to find any solution to get rid of wolves and Drakimas, all of that, I go, there's one thing that I know about Smashy is that he's going to take some chances. And so when I saw Garaham right there, I said, that is absolutely a chance that he already took to wander for. I mean, I wandered in that general direction and died about 2 squares before I would have seen it a while ago, but I said there is no chance in the world, of all people, that Smashy hasn't seen that town yet. So at that point, I was trying to figure out, okay, where could I possibly make this up? And every place I could have potentially made up some time ended up going against me, as it were. For example, when I found Rimuldar, rather than deciding to look for Cole, I decided to go away where Cole was really close to Rimuldar and ended up doing a whole walk of the rest of the world to get to Cole. So if I'd done that, that cuts a couple minutes out. I don't think anything I do actually saves me in that situation because I'm so far behind. But anything I could, but the mind games I was playing there is, okay, where can I do to try to catch up on this? And every possible situation didn't go in my favor in terms of exploration and whatever anyway. So I'm actually happy it's as close as it was because I knew he found Garaham at least 20 minutes before me. So if he did that and I finished only 10 minutes behind him, I'm happy.
And not only that, he found Rimuldar quicker too, because once you got the magic keys, you found the jackpot in Tantagel Castle. You had Erdrick's armor in the treasury. Then you had Mountain Cave, which had the Erdrick sword. So you had everything right there. But the big thing was getting Hurtmore as fast as he did, because once he got to Hurtmore, that's when he went to town and found some nice grind spots.
Well, that spot outside of Cantlin was one of the greatest spots I have ever seen in any seed ever. It was amazing.
Yep, that was a spot that he had grinded on. There was an early grind where he found Wolf Lords, Droll Magi, Specters. That helped him mid-game, Axe Knights. Then he went to the Swamp Tile, and once he had enough attack power, he grinded on Blue Dragons, which had Baby Breath and nothing else. And that ended up being a very fruitful grind for him. You went for the Axe Knights in Hawksness, which was also a good grind for you as well. But in the end, it just came down to exploration. Yeah, well, he got to the hand axe much quicker than you did, found Rimuldar, but I will say this: did you consider diving on level 16? The reason I'm asking you, Teal, if you considered diving on 16 is because Smashy did dive on level 16. He had 2 failed dives. First dive, he got to the Dragonlord, but he had to burn one of his Healmores, so he only had 8 Healmores, got to 157 HP, and that wasn't enough. Turns out 163 was the magic number tonight.
Yeah, even feeling behind, there is virtually no chance I dive at 16. By my chart, I want to get 12 swings off on the Dragonlord, and I have 9 Healmores, which means that I need to get into DL2 with the ability to do the opening double to have a chance. And with the fact that we had Armored Knights out there with sleep, told me your odds of getting to the bottom. I mean, our agility was good, but it's with that kind of HP, it's not, never run fail twice from a Red Dragon or Armored Knight.
Right.
Good. And so with absolutely zero margin for error, and knowing already that Armored Knights had sleep, that the idea of diving on 16 was not on my mind. It's not one of those even feeling behind that I would have been willing to take.
Understood. Nope, and I totally get your decision there. But yes, the Red Dragons were what really prevented Smashy from being successful in his first dive and his second dive, for that matter, as well. But turns out, from what we had seen on every dive, there were no Armored Knights, so that wasn't the problem. The problem was the Red Dragons.
Yeah, those Red Dragons in Zone 2 almost made it so I didn't win this one. Certainly made it so that I didn't get an opportunity to throw out a Swagmore just for the fun of it.
Yeah, no Swagmore, no Yolomore, none of that was needed. He didn't go for the Yolomore either because, he was too close at his situation. If he would have had lower rolls, he might have went for the Yolomore at that point, but no, he was close enough that if he got good enough rolls that he would have won the fight. But again, 157 wasn't enough. 163 was the number tonight. But again, not out of this yet. We do go to a third game here in our semifinal match, so you're still very much alive to punch that ticket to the Grand Championship on Friday.
I mean, let's be real. Everybody wants a game 3, so I just threw this one. That's what happened. Just so everybody gets that game 3. No, but I'm excited for a game 3. I figured, I said very early on in the seed, I was pretty confident it was out. Which it's the nice thing about the best of 3 is that it wasn't the I'm out of the tournament now feeling. When I would do that, I went, well, I guess we're going to game 3. That'll be fun. Things for all the marbles. So yeah.
All right, well, a good performance from both of you tonight. A difficult seed as it stands, with the 141 being a winning time. So best of luck to you and Smashy in the rubber game of this best of 3 semifinals on Friday night, and may the best contestant win. All right, with that, please make sure you give both of our runners, Smashy and Thilotilo, a follow. Burgundy, any final thoughts or questions before we wrap it up tonight?
Oof, no. I mean, everything was pretty well cut and dry. I guess the big thing, which was just a matter of personal preference, the debate of going back into the grave to get that gold chest versus selling the death necklace. I don't know. Was there any thought in going to the grave that might have been more of a time sink, possibly?
Honestly, I I had totally forgotten there was gold in the grave. I wouldn't have done it anyway at that point, because I ran into enough stuff in the grave on my first dive there to say I don't know my chances of getting through. But even if so, I had completely forgotten it was there. I was trying to figure out how to turn the. I had thought from the get go with that strength that if I have the opportunity to sell the death necklace for a weapon, I will. So I think my head was already in that space, and I had totally forgotten there was even gold in the grave.
Totally makes sense. Well, to echo Card's thoughts there, good luck to the both of you. You'll need it this coming Friday night.
All right. So with that is going to wrap up our coverage here tonight on RPG Limit Break. For our two runners, Thilotilo and Smashy. For our tracker, MathGirl718. For our restreamer, Lord of the Synth. And for my commentator partner, Furon Burgundy. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again Friday night for the conclusion of the last of the semifinals between Smashy and Thilotilo. So long, everybody.